Hello and welcome to this lesson of discussion. Now, in this particular module, I will be discussing the topic civic responsibility. In this topic of discussion, or in this module, I will be discussing the topic civic responsibility. Now, just before we look at the topic again, which is civic responsibility, it's important that we look at the biblical reference. Now, the biblical reference to this topic of discussion is from the book of Romans. Romans chapter 13 from verse 1 down to 7. Romans chapter 13 from verse 1 down to 7. Then again, we'll look at 1 Peter chapter 2 from verse 13 down to 17 respectively. All right. Now, the leading questions. Now, the leading questions to this topic of discussions is 1. We'll be looking at the meaning of civic responsibility. 2. We'll be looking at the need for order in the society in line with the epistle of Paul to the Romans. All right. Then again, we'll be looking at the teachings of Peter on good citizenship. Then, of course, we'll look at how to be a good citizen. And that will be it. So now, let's look at the meaning of our leading question. What is civic responsibility? Now, civic, is the study of the rights and responsibilities of citizenship. That's what civics mean. The study of the right and responsibility of the citizenship. So therefore, civic responsibility are the duties which the citizens of a country are expected to perform to ensure peace, progress, and the unity of their country. All right? For an orderly society, now the right and the privileges of the citizens has to be protected by the law. Why the citizens have some duties and responsibility to perform. All right? To ensure that there is peace, progress, and the unity of their country. Now, where there is law and order in the society, the citizens, of course, they enjoy peace, unity, and progress in all aspects of their life. But where there is lawlessness, there is trouble and general insecurity of life and, of course, property. Now, for peace to reign in the society, now the citizen, must be law-abiding and obedient, and they must have respect for constituted authority. Now, St. Paul, in his epistle to the Romans, actually throw more light on this. Now, let's look at the first, the need for order in the society. The need for order in the society. Now, this is in accordance with St. Paul's epistle to the Romans. Romans chapter 13 from verse 1 down to 7. Here, St. Paul, in his epistle to the Roman, was actually admonished the Christians. He admonished the Christians to be law-abiding. Now, he was telling the Christians here that every authority on earth belongs to God. That no government on earth exists or ever exists without the knowledge of God. And if this is the case, then to resist the government amount to resisting God. And such resistance may, of course, attract the wrath or judgment of God. Now, St. Paul said rulers are not a terror to good conduct, but to bad conduct. Now, people should therefore not be afraid or fear those in authority, provided that they do what is good, for conscience purposes. People should be subject to those in authority. He advised, according to him, for the same reasons, you also pay taxes for the authorities. Are ministers of God attending to this very thing? Pay all of them their dues. Taxes to whom taxes are due, revenue to whom revenue is due, respect to whom respect is due, honor to whom honor is due. You find that in Romans chapter 13 from verse 6 down to 7. Now, St. Paul here was actually saying or expect Christians not to only to be law-abiding, but to also do that which is expected of them at the right time and at the right place. Now let's look at good citizenship according to Peter. Good citizenship. Now, a good citizen is one who is law abiding and who has respect for constituted authority. Now, a good citizen, of course, perform his civic duties and responsibilities promptly. Now, Peter, in his epistle, said that a good citizen is he who, for God's sake, subject himself to every human institution or authority. All right? He respects the authority or the rulers who have been appointed by God to punish evildoers. All right? And of course, praise those who do the right thing. Now, by doing the right thing, the good citizen puts to shame the ignorance of foolish men. Now, a good citizen should live as a free man, all right, without using his freedom as a pretext for evil. But he should live as a servant of God, okay? Above all, he should honor all men, love the brotherhood of Christians, fear God, and honor the rulers and the king, of course. Now, lastly, quickly, let's look at how to be a good citizen. How to be a good citizen. Number one, a good citizen should pay taxes, rates, levies, electricity bill, etc. promptly. Now, he should be law-abiding, that's number two, and should have respect for constituted authority. Now, he should maintain self-discipline, okay, be obedient to the power that be, and avoid making derogatory statements to constituted authority. He should join voluntarily organizations such as Boys Brigade, Boy Scout, Church Youth, etc. to enhance the improvement of the society. Now, he should take part in public enlightenment campaign to eradicate illiteracy, spread of communicable diseases, drug peddling, okay, armed robbery, etc. Now, he should avoid gossiping and rumor mongering, all right, and he should learn to express, okay, his grievances through dialogue and not through violent demonstrations. He must shun membership of secret court. He must go out to cast his vote at elections, all right, and he should avoid engaging in any trade or activities that would amount to economic sabotage to the country. He must not be criminally minded and must learn to do the right thing at the right time and at the right place. Of course, these are certain ways, or few of the ways, or some of the ways that one can be a good citizen. All right, this was the teachings of Paul and Peter on the need for order in the society and, of course, good citizenship. Now, with this, I believe you've been able to grasp and understand the topic of discussion today, which is civic responsibility. Bye bye for now, and I'll see you in the next